Today we're at the Mollenkopf Weight Training Facility here on Purdue's campus in West Lafayette, Indiana. In this Mollenkopf facility, we've recently constructed what we're calling a fueling station. And this is a place where we can store and distribute the various foods and supplements that we provide to our student athletes to keep them healthy, keep them strong, keep them free of illness for their training and their sport. After their weightlifting session, we served our players smoothies for their recovery. The recovery period is particularly important for our student athletes. It helps them to replace all of the calories that they just used up. They're training so intensely, they're burning up a lot of calories, using a lot of energy, and so we want them to be able to put that back into their bodies so that they can grow and get stronger. We also provide them with recovery so that we can boost their immune system. Sort of ironically, exercise, especially intense exercise, can affect the immune system in a negative way. Another aspect of recovery is including protein-rich foods, and today in our smoothie we did that with low-fat yogurt. Other sources of healthy protein include milk and other dairy foods as well, but those are a couple that we rely on pretty heavily. And that protein right after the workout, especially after a strength training workout, is going to help provide those muscles the actual fuel they need to build new muscle fibers and to build more strength and to build more endurance. Again, without that protein aspect, right after the work is done, those cells aren't going to be able to build and grow as strong as they would otherwise. Sports nutrition is actually one specialty area of a field called dietetics. And dietetics is just the study of food and how that relates back to the human body and keeping the human body healthy and running at an optimal level. As a dietitian, on my way to training to become a sports nutritionist, I took a lot of courses in different types of science. So I started with the basic types of chemistry, general chemistry, and also some general biology, but then moved on to different more advanced types like biochemistry. And biochemistry is the study of these particular nutrients that are in food, like carbohydrates and proteins and fats, and how those affect the human body and what happens when we eat them. You might not even think that athletics and science would naturally go together, but actually they do quite a lot. And in fact, for example, in my job as a sports nutritionist, I use my knowledge of metabolism, how the body digests nutrients and absorbs them and what happens to them, especially in a very healthy, active athlete's body. In my job in the nutrition science department here at Purdue, I work primarily with our undergraduate students who are majoring in dietetics, or they may be majoring in something called nutrition, fitness, and health. And one of the classes that the nutrition, fitness, and health students take at the end of their undergraduate career here at Purdue is one where they really get to take all of the things that they learned in metabolism and in biology and apply those to a real live person. And our students get to do the real thing. They're actually counseling different people on different fitness programs and nutrition habits. They're assessing their fitness status with different kinds of body composition tests or flexibility tests, cardiovascular tests. They are gathering food records and analyzing those in food processor and looking at the reports and interpreting them, sharing those with their clients so that the client knows what the next steps are. So as a middle schooler, I was really active on different teams that my school had. And so what I did was I ended up at my school's career center where they did a whole variety of tests. And so when I took these tests, it seemed like things that were coming up were having to do with athletics and activity and sort of adventure, so to speak, but also the sciences. And so combining all of those things together, the science and the athletics, is what led me to dietetics and then on in particular to sports nutrition.